Hello, my name is Greg Greenlee, and welcome to another Blacks in Technology video podcast tutorial. This tutorial is going to cover an introduction to Wireshark. Alright, let's get started. Wireshark is a network analyzer and a packet capturing program. So let's go ahead and jump right into Wireshark. First thing we do when we open up Wireshark is we click on Capture and we select interfaces. Here you're able to see the actual interfaces that are on your computer and the ones that you have available to capture packets on. As you see here, this is our device. Since our actual operating system here is Ubuntu, our device, our Ethernet interface is showing up as ETH0. And you can see over here is given the IP address. And instead of clicking on Start, we're going to go ahead and select Options. We're going to go over some of the various capture options of Wireshark. As you see here, again, is the interface ETH0. It's giving you the IP address in the IPv4 version and also IPv6 version. Here you have capture packets in promiscuous mode. I'm just going to read straight from the Wireshark definition here. Usually a network card will only capture the traffic sent to its own network address. If you want to capture all traffic that the network card can see, mark this option. And that's basically saying that a network card is only going to take in packets that are destined for that interface. If you want to see all the available information on that network segment, you want to enable promiscuous mode. Here we have capture filters. This basically enables you to filter out certain packets and data that come across the capture. So we're going to touch on this and later more advanced we're going to touch on some of the more advanced features of Wireshark in later episodes. But we're going to set up a capture filter real quick. It's basically we don't want to see ARP requests, so we're going to select no ARP, click OK, and you see the no ARP, not ARP capture filter show up there. Some of the other options are capture files, where you can actually set up a file for your captures to be sent to. You can click on use multiple files, and it will actually use multiple files to capture packets. You can then set various options to fill up, to create a new file every so many megabytes or every so many minutes, and you can actually stop the capture after so many files have been created. We're not going to use any of those options, but what we are going to do is go over these other options here. Stop capture is basically after so many packets have been obtained, we're going to stop capture after so many packets. That's an option, or after so many megabytes, or after so much time has elapsed. We're going to leave all those unchecked. And under name resolution, there's a couple of options you can use for MAC name resolution and network name resolution. We're going to go ahead and start the capture right now. It's going to ask me if I want to continue without saving, which I want to do because this is a capture from an earlier capture that I was doing. Continue without saving. And we're going to open up a browser window. And we're going to go to a website. And you can see a bunch of packets have been captured. There was a filter already in here. We're going to clear that out so we can see all the packets. Starting with this capture here, this packet here, you see a standard DNS query for techexams.net. And then you're going to actually see a response giving us the IP address of that URL. Down below in this window pane here, you're going to actually see some of the information from the OSI model. Layer 1 is you're going to actually see the frame 5, the frame number, as well as the number of bytes on the actual wire. Here you can see the protocols in the frame: Ethernet, IP, UDP, and DNS. And if you look down even further, you can see tech exams in one of the later frames here. But it actually parses out that information and shows you that information in hexadecimal as well as plain ASCII text. So layer 2 information, we're going to look at some layer 2 information here. And you see that this Ethernet 2, the source here is the VMware destined for the Netgear. And if you look up here in the actual capture here, you can see that I made the request and I actually received a response from my router, which is a Netgear router. So you can see the MAC address of both my computer and the router itself. Layer 3 information here is Internet Protocol. You can see the IP address, the source and destination, as well as the header length, the total length. So you see layer 4 information. Source port coming from my computer is 39222, and it was actually going out to DNS, which is port 53. So Wireshark actually shows you some pretty cool things in the actual capture. Now what we're going to do here is we're going to do what's called following the TCP stream. So we're going to actually see the TCP stream in action. So we click on a packet here, the first packet, the send packet here, and we're going to go down and right click on it and go to follow TCP stream. And you're actually going to see some of the HTTP requests or communication at work here. You're going to actually see a GET command, and the host that we want to go to is techexams.net. It actually shows you browser information here, and then a response, which is in blue. The request is in red, the response is in blue. You see the response here. You see that the server is an Apache server, or I'm sorry, a Linux server running Apache. And you see some of the HTML code as well. If you look back at this, at the browser, and you can see the header, the title of the browser here, in this field right here, free MCTS. This is the same as the title on the actual browser window. Pretty cool stuff. One other thing I want to show you is how to actually view objects from that page. See if it lets us do it. If you click on File, go down to Export, go here to Objects in HTTP, you can actually see images and objects from that page. And you can click that object, click Save As, and we're basically going to save it to the desktop so you can see it. It's tetop.jpg. I'm going to close that out. And that's basically all it is. Nothing interesting, but you can actually extract some pretty cool images from web pages. That's all I have for right now. Tune in the future for more advanced features in Wireshark. And I thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy.